All right, Thomas, listen, we've been waiting for it. Our viewers been waiting for it. It's time for you to reveal your top 5 linebacking duos of all time. So I'm just going to give you the floor, Thomas.
Hey, listen, you're a savvy vet, bro. Yeah. Be careful with this, right? You know you're gonna piss a lot of people off, right?
Listen, B. Marsh, I understand, and I put a lot of thought into this. I put a lot of thought into this, and I just want people to understand and know that this is in no particular order, first and foremost.
Right.
And this does not include the guys that I had no opportunity to watch. Again, let me rephrase that.
Right.
This does not include the guys that I did not have an opportunity to watch growing up. So, with that said, I'm going to, and listen, no particular order.
Look. All these disclaimers. You know he's going to be heat. It's going to be some heat.
Look, I love watching Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman go out and work, so I got to go with those guys. P. Will, Navarro Bowman, they were a special tandem when you used to go back and watch San Francisco 49ers play. You got to know exactly what these guys are. Next, I'm going with Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs. I think Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs, they set the tone for what tandems were to be, if you ask me, as off-the-ball linebackers. I know I talked about early on how I wasn't too fond of the pass rush, defensive end type bodies being considered linebackers, but when you look at Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs and what they were able to do, that was special. I was a huge Ray Lewis fan growing up, wanted to model my game a lot like him. And Derrick Brooks, who didn't make this list because I don't think Hardy Nickerson played long enough or didn't contribute enough when he was with Derrick Brooks. Next, I got to go with Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright. Bobby just re-signed with the Seahawks because they know how valuable he is to their organization. But Bobby Wagner, man, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame. KJ Wright is a guy that I feel like he brought so much to that Seattle team, and he did not get the recognition that he deserved. But if you played the Seattle Seahawks back in the day, you knew what KJ Wright was, and you knew what Bobby Wagner was at all time because they was making plays.
Absolutely.
And without further ado, last but most certainly not least,
yes, sir,
Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis. Everybody that played against these guys knew they had to bring their lunch pail every single day. Luke Kuechly, man, I think he may go down as one of the best linebackers to ever play this game, man. Smart, fast, physical, and probably, if you ever met him personally, the nicest guy that you've ever met in your life, man. So there you have it. That's my top 5. No particular order, once again. And it does not include the old-time guys.
Enough with these disclaimers. You're going to be under some heat.
All of us to come.
Enough with the disclaimers, bro. You know you're going to catch some.
I'm politically correct. Be much.
All right, well, listen, I'm not. And you know I like to get messy, bro. You've been around me for a very long time. Can we throw that list up again really quickly? Bro, if you had to, like you have to, right? Here's the game, here's the situation.
Here you go.
You have to rank them. Can you give us a 1 through 5 on that top 5 list?
Oh my gosh.
Put him on the spot.
All right. I'm gonna put Bobby and KJ at 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with probably Urlacher and Briggs.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with.
They're at 4.
Man, who next?
Yeah, this one's tough.
Probably Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs.
Ooh,
that was
okay,
gonna be the hardest one, 2
okay.
and 3.
Okay.
2 and 3 is gonna be the hardest.
And then I'm gonna put P. Will and Navarro Bowman.
And that leaves one duo.
And you know who the best duo of all
I like it.
I love it.
Without a doubt, me and Luke, man, what we were able to do was phenomenal. I hate that we wasn't able to give Panther fans more years of us playing together, but
yeah, that was
I ain't
special.
put nobody over me.
Right. And listen,
Because
there's some
Terrell
people.
always said it best. I love me some me.
There you go.
Hey, well, listen, this is what I'm going to say, because there might be some people out there that's like, what? You putting y'all at number one? Bro, I'm not putting you at number one, but what I will do is I'll stand beside you and say, this is a real debate. This is a real conversation because, if I played against all those tandems, and I look at you guys, it was strategy. Like, y'all was the smartest group, I would have to say. And that's saying a lot because I played with Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs, and all they did was communicated. They communicated in the locker room, when we were at practice, walkthroughs, in between plays on a plane, all day, every day. Hell, playing poker on the weekends, all of that. And I saw a different level of ball there. That's when I realized that, man, working with your team, like communication all the time is really critical. But when we played against y'all, man, y'all knew everything. Like, Luke Kuechly, the ball's going right here. And we seen some of those clips.
Yeah, we have.
And then you got TD with the same amount of IQ. Now, he's being friendly. Dude was a monster, but he also had that high football IQ as well. But with you, bro, like, it was like you set the tempo. Big hits, but also playing inside, taking on 350-pounders, and then coming out guarding all pro wide receivers. Right. Man, it was just different, man. I hated playing against you guys. So it's a real debate, bro. I can't right now say that you're number one, but I will say I stand beside him on the debate.
And I'm going to stand beside him.
Right.
Listen, to me, B. Marsh, and realistically, I know that there are a lot of people that are going to have their own opinion. They're going to form their own opinions, and they're going to feel a certain way. They're going to feel the way that they're entitled to feel. But for me, it's all about knowing the work that went into doing the work, doing the things that we were able to accomplish. And like the brotherhood, the camaraderie, like you just talked about, man, it's unmatched. Yeah. It's unmatched. There is not a single thing that I can't call Luke Kuechly for. There's not a single thing that he can't call me for. That's real brothers. I'm talking about, you hear about a brother from a different mother, that's this situation. And you'll never get me to pick anybody. I don't care what the numbers say. You'll never have me picking somebody over us. And if you ask Navarro Bowman and Patrick Willis, they're not going to pick anybody over them. KJ and Bobby, they're not going to pick anybody over them, and they shouldn't, because that's how we are wired. That's the competitive nature that we have as linebackers, as football players. We want to be the best at anything we do, and if your list don't match mine, then you're wrong.
Right.